Hey guys, as the title suggests, today I'm going to walk you through 5 bad habits that make you a worse guitar player. Now, these are just things that I myself have dealt with. I see it a lot in the community. Hopefully you get a kick out of this, and if you could, right now, drop in the comments what you think is a bad habit that makes you a worse guitar player, and let's see if mine line up with yours. Alright, number 1, noodling. No, not pasta and not ramen. What I'm talking about is this nonsense. Ineffective practice routine, especially noodling. Whenever you pick up your guitar, it's great to get comfortable on the guitar, to warm up a little bit. If you have a 3-hour practice that consists entirely of just playing random licks that don't really go anywhere, you're not working on a technique, you're not learning a new song or a new style, you're wasting a lot of your precious practice time and really an intentional practice, working on something specific, having a goal, sticking to it for your practice routine will make all the difference. You can turn a 10-minute practice that almost anyone can make time for into a more productive session than a 3-hour practice where you didn't really accomplish anything. Second bad habit, this ties into the first one, noodling, is not learning entire songs. Now, you don't always have to learn every song note for note, but learning new songs is the most effective way to up your ability to write songs, to learn song structures, to learn new ideas, to learn a feel. Now, all of these play into something that will lead to you having a much more successful guitar playing experience. Third bad habit that can be avoided is not jamming with other people or jamming to backing tracks or playing to a metronome or a drum track. Now, it's fine if you're at home, you're dialing in a tone, whatever you're doing, that's fine. But if you're not playing with other people, you don't establish a groove and feel like you do when you play to any of the before mentioned sources. Playing to a click track, working through a part slowly, that will ultimately get you the cleanest and best result when you're going to learn something new, especially if it's something you're not familiar with. Fourth bad habit, the originality fallacy. Now, originality fallacy. What does that mean? The premise here is that I am not going to learn these other songs because I want to do what I want to do. I want to make my own sound. I want to be completely original in everything I do. Yes, on the surface, that sounds like it would work. You don't allow yourself to be influenced by others and you can create something wholly new. While that has worked for a very few and far between, one of the quickest ways to be truly original is by analyzing all of the things that have come before you. In the case of the guitar, there's a ton of musicians that have played the instrument over the years. They have taken it really far. They've figured out and they kind of cracked the code of the instrument. Not to say there can't be more that's to be done, because what I fell into, especially in my early years, is that by not learning what was already out there, you take 2, 3, 4, 10 times as long to establish basic understanding and principles of what's already there in the instrument. Chord theory, scale theory, song structure, and how to write solos. A lot of that has already been figured out, and you can crack the code yourself by doing research, by taking lessons, by watching tutorials and walkthroughs of things online. You can learn a lot that will create your original voice by already establishing what's there. And I know a lot of people, myself, have fallen into this. It's a really easy one to kind of drag you down. And number 5, at least for this video, I'm sure I could come up with plenty more bad habits that make you a worse guitar player. This one, I think, gets virtually everybody that I know, and that is looking for the gear as being the solution to your tone. Every musician I've ever met loves playing different guitars, playing different amps, pedals, different, ways of routing things together, different rigs, and that's all great. Gear is awesome. It's so fun to pick up a new piece of gear. The problem is when you let that equipment distract you from your goal of achieving some results on the instrument. Specifically, and I've heard this said by people a lot better than me, it's quit worrying about the gear and worry about your songwriting. Now, if you incorporate all of the previous things I mentioned, because what's going to happen if you're not practicing, if you're not playing with other people, if you're not working on your originality, etc., you're going to struggle to write songs and create original content. Now, you are the tone. What you play on the instrument is you. You could take any guitar, any pedal, any amp, and all that's basically going to change is it may be easier or harder for you to play with more or less distortion at a darker or brighter frequency range. That's really all it's going to change, is your ability on the instrument is not going to be greatly enhanced unless your instrument is severely broken, damaged, out of tune, not intonated. There's really not that much benefit in what you're going to get from all of those things. So I hope you turn off this video, go over to your guitar, maybe fire up your session, and start working on a new song, because these bad habits, they get all of us. But I hope you got something from this video today. Drop me a like and a comment. Perhaps consider subscribing. I really could use the support. Thank you for your time.